Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Everyone sing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama.
Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jai Jai Gurudev. Nitagora Haribol, 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 Nitagora Haribol. Haribol, 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 Haribol. Haribol, 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 Haribol. Nitagor, 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 Nitagor. Oh, Nitagor, 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 Nitagor. Nitai Gora Premanonde Hari Hari Bol.
So warm welcome to everyone. So what's the festival today? Anybody? What is the festival today?
Christmas.
If you don't know the answer, look at his. Did it say on there? Did it? You sure you come to the? You sure? You sure you come to the right place? Oh yeah, well. Yeah, that's not Vaishnav dressing. That's Vaishnav dressing after the prasad. Okay. What's wrong with this thing? Oh, maybe this is tightening. Okay, I think it's tightening. So, everybody raise your hands and bolo Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Hare Hare. So, warm welcome to all of you on this special day. And I came to this country in 1968. I was an 18-year-old boy. And when I saw the Christmas air, my God, it was so special. And people in Bharat, when they have Janmashtami or they celebrate something, they fast that day. But on Christmas Day, they used to have turkeys. And they would eat, so it was a bit confusing for me. And then they would get drunk as well. They'd have many parties and everything. So I thought, well, that's how they celebrate it. And then some Christians start to say, well, actually, Jesus wasn't born on the 25th. They said he was born in July or something like that. So I was surprised that some of the Christians are not agreeing with the Christmas. Then they said it's a pagan religion. Pagan means it was some local religion in Norway or something. And the Romans also started to do it. And then when the Romans became Christian, they connected Christ's birth with this pagan religion. Because if you notice, Jesus Christ and Father Christmas, I mean, they don't even, he's wearing jumper. And no, not you, I mean, the Father Christmas is Santa Claus. And he lives in North Pole, and Jesus came from Israel. So you can see they don't, but it does that. Now, Diwali, all over the world now, people celebrate Diwali. They say Happy Diwali. It means victory of good over evil. So people get the essence of what it is, and they celebrate. But most of the people, they want to celebrate with what? Eating, drinking, and being happy. And then families come together. So when we had Diwali, we had to explain what is Diwali. We say it's a bit like Christmas. The family comes together and has a meal. And then we give presents to each other. And they could understand. They could relate to it. So you can see it loses its spiritual meaning and becomes more socially celebrated festival. It becomes a social thing or familial. And these days, even the families are not together. Even they are all over the place. Before, they used to give Christmas cards. I remember we used to put a string up in our front room. And we get so many cards, and we used to hang them over there, right? And this person, I used to work for Rolls-Royce, and there was this guy, Michael Green, who was my friend. So he sent me a card, and he put on it, hold on, what did he put on? Got no money, times are hard, here's your bleeding Christmas card. So it was a second-hand card he got from previous year. He crossed over the thing, got no money, times are hard, here's your bloody Christmas card, you know. So I laughed, I was thinking, look, there's humor. I got one card today, and Premaji guessed it who it's from, because it's one of my relatives always sends it. She goes, it's got to be from Satish. And he was from Satish. So we stopped sending cards now. Now all the festivals are being, celebrated on WhatsApp and on the internet and all this kind of thing. And you can see the whole way of doing things has changed. But we still want to be happy. Like whatever way it changes, we want to be happy on that day. And there's more than one way of being happy. And how many people went for Christmas shopping? Come on, be honest. How many people look for bargains and everything? Or how many people will then go for Boxing Day sales? Boxing Day sales, yeah. Primark is going to be really busy, yeah. So even if you don't believe in Jesus or whatever, you believe in sales because you want to buy clothes and whatever and whatever. So you can see people become happy in buying gifts and giving gifts like that. But after a while, it's forgotten. It's forgotten. It is not your way of life. It's just an event which happens, and in January the 15th or something, they take all the decorations off and the winter appears dull. And some people told me they used to have Christmas just to be happy during winter time because December really gets cold and all that. And now in Bharat as well, they have cards with Father Christmas and snow and everything in areas which are very hot and they don't even see snow. But they're all celebrating without knowing what it is. But they realize this is fun. All over the world they're doing it. So I just wanted to say that people want to be happy. And what if something happens during that period of Christmas? You get sad news. What do? Do you still celebrate it? Or do you just, like in Diwali, I hear if somebody dies on Diwali day, the next Diwali they don't celebrate because it reminds them of their passing away. So you can see these happiness, they stop if something reverse happens, something negative happens like that. And then people look forward, the children, they look forward to the Christmas because they get presents. There's a little girl, she hasn't come today because her grandma is in hospital. We went to see her today. And so Anuragi, who organizes all this, and her mother is there. And she was intensive and she's come out and we just saw that. And she said, please, you go ahead and do the program because she's my daughter-in-law. And so I'm doing it. And if you notice, start to sing, start to dance. It didn't stop me. Why is that? Think about it. Why would I dance and sing when somebody I know, they are in the intensive care? Why would I do that? Anybody?
Because we know that bodies die, souls don't.
Well, nobody's died yet, but anyway, they're under challenge.
Yeah.
But yeah, the body is going to be challenged, but the soul inside. So what he's saying is, if you understand that, oh, here she is, yeah, she was, I was talking about her. Gorangi, Haribol, I was talking about you. Come in now. Yeah, you take your shoes off and all that. Huh? She's going to live long, just. Yeah. So I was talking about the girl. So I said, what do you like about Christmas? She said, opening presents. Honest. Children are honest. She likes opening presents. And today we got little games for children. It's called Pass the Parcel and whatever like that. They won't let me in. Anyway, apparently there's some gift or something like that. I was thinking they can play it here if they want, but we can discuss that. So they want presents, you know, and actually they're not interested in the present. It's to just open the thing and thinking, let me see what I got. And then these children, they open it as soon as they see what's in there, they throw, what's other present for me? They do that. All children are the same, you know. So they're not interested in what's inside. It's like, but what am I getting now? So in life, we like expect something wonderful to happen. When I was from Brahmachari, you go into Grahastha, right? When you become Grahastha. So then you dream about Chandramukhi, you know. Chandramukhi will come in my life like moon type of face, right? And then we have plans, when I get married, we'll do this. And then you get married and think, oh, if we have children, we'll do this for them and whatever. So we are unwrapping. We unwrap and unwrap. And when you see what's inside, you're thinking, well, you know, when it was wrapped up, it looked nice. But what's inside is it's responsibility and whatever like that. So you can see we get kind of cheated every time. All of us, because we're expecting something amazing, and that will remove all the pains in life, and he never does it. So we carry on expecting maybe next Christmas, maybe next Diwali, maybe next birthday. Can you see, you keep thinking, but same thing happens. Even if you get what you wanted. Many children, they like Xbox. You like Xbox? I like Y-Box. I haven't made it yet, but it's in the shop. So everybody wants Xbox. I don't know what it means. My son has got two. One this model, one the other one. And then he wants with it a deity, a little figure which comes with it, whatever. I can't understand it. I can't relate to it. But they can. You didn't move that, whatever, figure. Oh, don't move that. You know, so you can see in us, we get connected with form. Even if it's Xbox, whoever is the heroes and whatever, they like to have. And when they look at our deities, they're thinking, why are you doing this? Why is that God? But you see, everybody wants to relate to people. Lord is so kind, he actually comes in this form. That's an expansion of the Supreme Lord. And it's amazing that this package, when you open it, it takes you years to understand what it can give to you. This bhakti is called, the wrapping of bhakti. When you unwrap it, there's another wrapping underneath. Then you unwrap. My son was going to pack a box with nothing in it. I put a lot of wrapping on it. So the kids open the next day and then you find there's nothing there. So he was going to do that. No, don't do that. Don't destroy the Christmas. Give Gaurangi a round of applause. Jai, jai. So what are you, dear? What are you, dear? Is it raining out there? Reindeer? Okay, it's reindeer, all right. And that girl is Arya. Ooh. Now she's the inspector. She's going to come around, check who's new and who's old people. Look, already she's going, ooh, she spotted some new people. Oh, dear. Welcome. I didn't think you were coming, so I was just talking about Gaurangi. I said, what do you like about Christmas? She says, unwrapping presents. She did it. What did you get today then? What did you get today? Present. Come on, tell them. Oh, okay, you can tell me later on. Is it a new baby? Oh, new baby. What's her name? You given her a name yet? Well, we can give. Chimili Bilipo. Huh? Penny. Oh, really? Yeah, you know, you valued her low a bit. Should have called Pound. Pound doesn't have value now much. So anyway, we want happiness. We want present. Now there are three lads there. They were in town, and my niece, Guru Shakti, her name is Geeta, she was actually distributing Geetas. So they met her and all, and then she told me, look, I've given them Geeta, but I'd like to give them Vedas. So they've come to study, and please, I've told them to come to the program. So give them a big round of applause. They came to the temple, and they wanted another book called Vedas, so we gave them the copy. So that book, you'll read, the more you read, the more interesting it gets. Other presents, when you open, value decreases. And after a while, you don't even look at it. But Bhagavad Gita, you read it again and again. It has bigger. We started reading since 74, and we still can't claim that we know it all, although we know the verses. We know what's in the Gita. But the depth of it, you know, anytime you're in difficulty, just open the Gita, any page, you start to read it, you think, oh my God, look, the answer is there. Answer is there. What an incredible present. So in December, Prabhupada actually said, in December, you should distribute Bhagavad Gitas everywhere. There's one South Indian devotee in America. In one day, he distributes 4,300 books. Big round of applause for him. He broke his own record. Did you know that? Did you know he broke his own record? You don't know what to say now, do you? Children's innocence is so attractive. Krishna comes like that. You know what? Because if and I know, Krishna comes like that. Yeah, just like that. Yeah. I don't want to give you cold. Yeah. So Krishna comes as a baby. I mean, you don't have to really work it out. I mean, even if an angry man is there, even animals, when they kill their prey, if they are pregnant or they got a little baby, they will not kill the baby. Even the lion doesn't. He stops. And he takes care of them, saying, others will eat them. Because there's something within us about children. There's innocence there, you know. And so, Krishna comes as a baby. And he's Yashodanandan. In Vrindavan, they say, well, we don't read Gita. You know, we thank our parents. You know, we thank our parents that we are born in Vrindavan. Because Krishna may be Bhagwan for you, but he's Yashoda ka lal. He's Yashoda ka lal. जैसे आपने कहा ना यशोदा का लाल. See how much sneh, love. They see God as young boy of Yashodama, Nanda Baba. You must also think Krishna is your personal, like you can see him as a baby if you want. Laddu Gopal. How popular is Laddu Gopal? Many people now take Laddu Gopal everywhere. So even when they sit in the street and eat dokla and whatever in Vrindavan, Laddu Gopal is watching them saying, I know what you're eating. So I was talking about presence. This Bhagavad Gita is very special. Yes? Yes? Very special. She usually runs away, but today she's there. I know. Yes, yes. Can I give a class? Talk to you later. So, you know, they take Laddu Gopal and they have stories to tell you, and then they cry to Laddu Gopal and things happen. Now we think maybe it's in the mind, it's the faith and whatever. Please remember one thing. All that is created in this universe, in this world, or whatever you know, Srishti, is created by Krishna. He is in every atom. And that's why other religions can't understand our dharma. They think, why do they have so many forms and so many deities? I mean, if you come to our house, we just don't have one temple. You know, there's a temple in the kitchen. There's two temples in the kitchen. One is mine and one's hers. You know, well, we offer boga to both of them because I dress up my deity and she dresses up. Then there's one upstairs. Then there's one in bedroom. Then one on the corridors and everything, everywhere. And even the one which is upstairs, which is special. It's got so many deities and pictures in it. I worship them all. I know the order I have to go in and do it. And you won't be able to follow the sequence. Every time I go there, if I have to introduce to someone saying there's one God, come here, I'll show you. I'll be in trouble, won't I? They're saying, you are liars, you guys, you know. But it doesn't confuse me. I just love it. Each one, you know, I give different requests to. Like, you go shopping. Come on. You don't go to one shop. You know, you go to many, many shops. I mean, nobody likes Coventry so much. They like Birmingham. There's more shops in Birmingham. You know, in Coventry, they put Christmas lights. Half of them are fused. And Geeta was saying it's dark over there. Because no, they put new lights on it, but half of them are not working. You know, I did say, I joke about it. I said, you know, if you have Indian guys, you know, like in America, they decorate their houses in Christmas, you know, really, really loads of lights. I can just imagine if it was a conjuice guy. He'll put all those lights, but they'll be switched off because it costs too much to put on. And on Christmas, they put him for 1 hour and they say, hey, band kar do abhi, yaar, kharcha ho jayega. Neighbors ko dikha denge. They'll show to the neighbors, we got lights on, but switch them on just for 1 hour. So coming to Gita, it enlightens your life. Please read it. Don't keep it. And Gopal, yeah, he said, the title is Gita as it is. He said, don't bring it, put it on a shelf and leave it as it is. I really like that joke, It's don't leave it as it is. You should read it. And even when you read it, you should actually inquire to yourself, have I understood what Krishna is saying? I'll give you an example. In the 9th chapter, there's a verse there. I'm in the universe, and yet I'm not. So explain to me, what does that mean? Krishna goes, I'm in the universe, but still I'm not in it. So how would you understand that? And everything is created by me, and it depends on me, and yet I'm separate from it. I mean, tell me, you're going to read it thinking, I don't understand what this means. So I'll give you an example, right? You have space, yes? There's a lot of space if you look around there. But do you realize that space is within you as well? That's why your eyes bulge and everything. It's not because of air, it's because of space. Within the space, so it's in you as well, but it's out there. So space can say, well, I can pull out anytime I want. I'm not connected with you, but I'm there to support you, but actually I'm separate. This is a given. In the space, there's air. And the air, and he says, people can do whatever they like. I don't control them. And yet, they're within me. So you have space, you have air. So if somebody has perfume, they open the bottle, everybody's going, oh, that smells nice. Who's got the perfume? So you can see how the aroma sort of goes around there. But it doesn't affect the space. Space says space. It's the air which carries the aroma. And the space never interferes with the air. Somebody can have, fireworks in Diwali, you can smell the fireworks and whatever. Or in the kitchen when I'm cooking, I always burn something. Premanji is upstairs, she goes, Sadriya. So, oh God. We men burn toast. I mean, it's the simplest thing you can do, just press the... We can burn it, but we can smell it. But it does not pollute the space. Similarly, God is there. Whatever you do as air inside, whatever desires you have, you are affected, but the space is not. The Supreme Lord is not. That's why He's not in it. Now, have I explained that all right? Can I have a round of applause, please? Thank you. I'm keeping you awake. No. Why? Because we had to give a talk on it. So I realized I'm going to read the statement. People are going to say, well, what does that mean? That I'm in there, but yet I'm not. So Prabhupada gave example of the space and the air. Prabhupada, that's why writes the purport. So please, when you read Bhagavad Gita, read the purport. And you'll understand more of the thing. Because, I'll give you an example, I think they already know. When you go to, if you went to the seaside, have you been to seaside? Which one? Here, you went here? Brighton, okay. So if you stand in front of the seaside for 1 hour, and you have to write an essay, what is a sea? What is in the sea? So how would you start to describe it?
I would start with the waves.
The waves, great. A round of applause, please. There you have first observation. Next.
And sunset, sunrise.
Oh, okay, but not in the sea though. It's above the sea.
About the animals, sea animals.
But can you see them?
I can't see, but
Yeah.
I can see the shadows.
But they call it sea, but you can't see. But you can't see it. That's the point. So if you stood for 6 hours, would your composition change? It would still be the same. Because your eyes cannot see deep into the water. Now if a diver comes, there are many people doing that, and the diver comes, you ask the diver, this sea has just got water and waves? And he'll laugh at you. He goes, no. Just go 1 meter down, there's a whole beautiful world out there with fishes, starfish, octopus and everything. See, he's got the depth, he's been there. Bhagavad Gita is like that. You can read it again and again, you'll just see water and the waves, and you think you've understood. And then you go to a holy man, you tell him, I've read the Bhagavad Gita. He says, Beta, samjha mujhe ye kya hai? And you realize you don't have the depth. So then you got to sit with someone who knows the depth of Bhagavad Gita. Then you'll realize that the sea has got a higher purpose. The Japanese and others have overfished the oceans and taken the fish out. It's affected the balance of all the fishes and everything. And pollution, our plastic has gone in there. Who told us? If you stand by the seaside, you don't see the pollution all that, it's inside. But the scientists are telling us, you're destroying the ocean. If you do that, you'll destroy the land as well. Can you see, the scientists have more understanding of it. Same with Bhagavad Gita. Please read it, but come here, ask us questions. You'll realize what Krishna really is saying, and it will change your life. That present I talked about, it'll keep opening. It'll keep opening and say, my God, I didn't realize that before. I didn't realize. I mean, Tamal Prabhu had, so whenever we meet, he has loads of questions. And he'll ask, and I'll try to answer. Why? Because I've been reading it and meeting loads of people for the last 40 years. Whatever I'm telling you takes one sentence to say, Gita is like that. But it takes me 40 years to say that sentence, because you've experienced it. So you can't say somebody just picked the book up and understands the English, they've understood the Gita. I know you want to talk to me now, but when I want to talk to you, you don't want to talk to me. Take it now. Go to your daddy. Go to daddy. Go on. Yeah, everything is funny to you. Normally she didn't come, and now she knows the camera is on here. So, they learn early. No? So last week she kept going on the altar, and that's why we put this thing on. So you can understand how important it is to understand the Bhagavad Gita. And Srila Prabhupada wrote the purpose and translated and said, why am I translating when there's already so many translations? ठीक है ना? Why do you think Prabhupada did that? Anybody? Why did Prabhupada feel that he had to translate? Yes? People?
People in the West wouldn't understand or be able to read the Sanskrit or...
Yeah. So people misunderstand. But it's not presented. That's why Prabhupada said, Bhagavad Gita as it is. Meaning this is how you should understand it. Why? Many scholars, even from the West, they learn Sanskrit. And then they just translate the word translation. They don't understand the culture of Vedic culture. What is he saying? Like if you're at home, you tell your son, water. So what would he do? He'll go into the kitchen, get a glass of water, whatever. But if there's strangers, you want water, he goes, water, so what? Sky, fire. He doesn't understand what you said. So when you get familiar, you can say one word and they'll understand. Papa wants water. A new guy wouldn't know. So when you just read Bhagavad Gita first time, you'll miss the point. And the whole point of Bhagavad Gita is you surrender to Krishna. And what do people do who are not Vaishnavas, Bhaktas? They don't explain you should surrender to Krishna because they don't know who Krishna is. But they can translate the Sanskrit into English. You get the point? Because they're clever. So the first book I read by Gita was by Juan Mascaro, Spanish scholar who studied in Oxford University. He learned Sanskrit, and there was in Penguin Books. So the first book, this was back in 73 or 74. So I bought it, and I goes, Gita, I'll read it. So I read it all. And I goes, it's just philosophy. I didn't get the point that you got to surrender to Krishna. All the Krishna says at the end, Sarva Dharman Paritejaya Mamekam Sharanam Vraj. It can be more clearer than that. Sharanam Vraj. Please come to my feet, right? And so I just told to my other people, I've read the Gita, it's just philosophy. I can philosophize as well. So I thought I could write Gita as well. See how they make you misunderstand the Gita. They miss the point. So Prabhupada said, they all translate, but they miss the point, and the point is Krishna. You've got to accept Krishna. Come and repeat after me. What you got to do? You got to accept Krishna. As what? Krishna goes in the 7th chapter, Mataha paratram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya. Mataha, it means me. Param, there is nobody equal to or beyond me. Either Krishna is telling lie or he's telling the truth. What do you think he's telling? Krishna will be telling lies, you think? He can cheat. He can cheat when he wants to. He'll cheat the cheaters. It's not that he's a liar or what. He's makhan chor na, yaar. Yeah, dil chor, chit chor. Chor karna to uska kaam hai na. Khich leta ek baar, pakad lega. But you know it is the authority, is Bhagwan. In Bhagavad Gita it says, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Every time it doesn't say Krishna, it says Bhagavan. So when Bhagavan says there's nobody equal to or higher than me, then you shouldn't be searching like who else is bigger than Krishna. You're just wasting your years. You might get this human life now to discover there was a blind man. And Pujari, they've told me the story. He was very, very poor, blind man. And Parvati is very soft, because we are all Parvati's creation. She looks after us, Durga Mai. So he told Shivji, wo kitna gareeb hai bechara, kya ho gaya? So he says, look, he's so poor, he's blind. Shivji, kuch kijiye na, please do something for him. He said, well, what can I do for him? Uski kismat mein hi likha hai, andha hai. He's going, kya uska? So please give him some gold plate or something like that. Leave it there in his way. So he's coming and like that. Oh no, sorry. He wasn't blind. Sorry. I've got that wrong. He was just greeb, very, very poor. So she said, look, it's so poor. Please give him something. So he said, okay, I'll give gold plate, gold, everything like that. He placed it there on the way. And he was coming and suddenly thought himself, I wonder how blind people walk. Let me try it. So he closed his eye and walked straight past the goal like that. Because his kismet mein nahi tha. It wasn't in his fortune. So he just missed it. So you can see sometimes we try and then we start to do things, mental speculation. So we got this lifetime to find Krishna and say, who's the highest? And we close our eyes think, oh, let me enjoy Maya for a bit. And you miss it. And when you get old, Dehinosmin yatha dehe komaram yovanam jara tatha dehantar praptis dhiras tatrana muyati. So when the time comes of death, then you're thinking, what did I achieve? We've had so many people leave, and they were rich, they were successful. At the end, they said, what was the point then of this life? Yes? If I give you a car, do you drive? Come on, you must drive. In Bharat, did you drive? But not here. Yeah, okay, that's all right. But it's easier here than in Bharat. I've got license, but when I drive in Bharat, it is like, where is the guy going to go, Oh, that's what it is. But it's easier to drive here because whatever they say, they do. And what was I going to say? What was the point I was making?
You asked if does she have a car, does she drive?
Yeah, but there was yeah. I know, but there was a point. There was a point I was going to make. Why did I ask you for that? There was a point I wanted to.
Blindness, direction. So you basically
No, there was a reason why I said he drive. Okay, it slipped out of my head. Unless I go on the YouTube and rewind. Okay, it'll come. I will drop that point. But basically, what we're doing is we're trying to realize we are going in our life, and are we aware of what's going to happen, or are we just ignoring it? Like, do you think you'll get old any time? You don't think you're going to get old? Yeah. You use a lot of boot polish and then go to the gym, I mean, that's what people do. My father had dentures at a much young age. I still got the real teeth, And hair as well, the same one. But my dad says it's nothing like a real thing. All they have dentures because they smiled and you thought that's his teeth, but they replaced. Old age will come. Somebody said to Krishna, can you give me warning before I die? And Krishna wrote to him, he says, I've given you so many warnings. Your teeth have started to fall and you're putting dentures. Your hair is going gray and you're putting boot polish or whatever they do. He says, so many, and you lost your relatives and all that. I keep telling you, look, you're getting near the end. Like, oh yeah, I got it. So in Bharat, I'm going to give you a Mercedes, your choice, okay? So I'll tell you, in that Mercedes, it's yours, you can drive it. But there's a bomb there. But I don't know when it'll go off. Would you take that car? Why is that?
Because it can destroy everything.
Yeah. So now, in this human life, look how much we are dreaming and desiring. But you do know one day we'll die. It's the same as the car thing, isn't it? Because it's like giving you a car saying it's going to die. It's going to explode. You say, I don't want it. So now you all know that you're going to get old and you're going to die. yet you ignore it. You ignore it. It's a very good example. If somebody told me, can you drive this Ferrari? Here's a Ferrari, drive it. But at certain speed, it's going to explode. You wouldn't want to drive fast. He said, I think it looks nice. Take my picture. I'll put it on the Facebook. It's my car. You wouldn't risk it. But this human life, one day you're going to get old and you're going to die. Right? We do nothing about it. And we celebrate Christmas. We get presents. We go to the pub, get drunk. You know, we dream this. We watch the movies. One Christmas, second. Do you know if you're going to die at the age of 70, it means you'll enjoy about 70 Christmases. I always tell people, if you're going to live to be 80, you're going to enjoy 80 summer holidays. You know, everybody wants to go summer holidays. So you can imagine it's not many, 70, 80 Christmases, if you think about it. And you're going to miss the opportunity to saying, what should I do with this present I've got? Do you realize the real present you got is this human body? It's a present given to you. Who gave you the eyes? Do you know which demigod gives you the eyes? Anybody guess? When do you actually see, daytime or nighttime? Daytime. How? Why? Because you got the eyes. So what makes you see? Surya Dev. He's given you the eyes. And you know intelligence? This buddhi, who gives that? Moon. Chandrama. They koi Chandrama hote to pagal ho jate hain. They start to go mad. Chandrama gave. Ego, ahankar, Rudra gave. That's why when somebody's abhimani, it's like Rudra, want to destroy. Heart, who gave the heart? Lord Brahma. There's a whole list of things who gives you it. Indradev gave this baju. This mouth, the water in it, Varun Dev gave. It's water in it. Varun Dev. They, you know, like Mercedes we were talking about, they get parts from different countries and they assemble them together. So do you realize Devi Devtas, they give you these parts and then they take it away. Right? And the ultimate death is a yogi is able to return his eyesight, his mind and everything to the demigods and his pure Atma then. And if you notice a bubble in the ocean, when it's there, it's released, what does he do? Comes up automatically, yeah? Air will try to meet air. Similarly, when we become pure, it's like a balloon with helium. So if it's tied down, you keep cutting the strings, and next string will stop it, next string will stop it, next string will stop it. And when you finally cut all of it, it flies up. Our soul is connected with desires. I want this, I want that, this is mine, this is yours, this is this, this is this. And when we release one of them, oh, I don't care about houses. You go up a bit, feel elevated, but then you're stuck in something else. Oh, I don't like this. Then you go up a bit. And that's why it's called ascending. You keep cutting it's called tyag. Sannyas lete na jaise. You keep cutting, and it keeps going up, up, up. But we got millions of strings. We don't even realize. Strings from this life, and strings from the previous life, strings from many, many lives. And no wonder our balloon doesn't take off. But you know, does anybody want to die? Tell me. Even little ant. When I was little, I used to, chase little ants, just make noise near it. And even now, a spider comes, I go, I never kill them or anything like that. But I see them as Krishna's creation, so why kill it? But as a kid, you don't understand. But we used to just chase them, and kids laugh, like, oh, I blocked this way and whatever. And the ant will go this way, that way. It doesn't want to die. Nobody wants to die. Who tells them, we are eternal? We know it. I know when my mother was passing away, she was breathing so deeply for 4 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They gave her morphine. She had cancer. And I saw her face. It was glowing because she's breathing, she wasn't leaving the body. And then Vidu Prabhu kindly sent Tulsi from the lotus feet of these deities. We put them in the mouth. She started to breathe slowly. I go, she's going. We all chanted the Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. And she went to say either Ram or Radhe. She said, and I goes, Maiya, chal us par, mudke mat dekhna. I just told her, and she went, And it was amazing. And one old lady came to me, He said, when I die, can you be there and tell me the same thing? And with my father, I whispered in the air, because, thank you, Dad. Thank you so much. हम कृतज्ञ हैं, आपने हमें जन्म दिया. अभी काम आपका खत्म, आप जाइए. And he went like that and went. You got to communicate. You do that. You disconnect. Thank them, disconnect. So I teach others as well to do that. Because this Atma can hear you right till the end. Please don't forget. Don't think because they can't respond, they're not hearing. It's unable to, deal with the brain. But they're hearing everything. This is the last thing which goes. So what you do is, if somebody's dying, you chant, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. How does it work? If this room was dark, what would you do to make it light again? Would you open the windows and get a bucket and throw darkness out? Work all night? It's not going to happen. What do? One iPhone, smartphone, put the torch on, and everybody will be able to see it. That's Krishna, is Surya Saman. Maya hai andhakar. Jahan Krishna, वहाँ माया का नहीं अधिकार. उसका अधिकार ही नहीं वहाँ पे. That's why Krishna word is so powerful. That's why Krishna goes, Matha paratram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya. There's no truth higher than me. We don't know this. We think we're very clever. Oh yaar, Ram kiya, Sham kiya, Shiv ji keh diya, Brahma ji keh diya, वो कुछ भी कह दो यार. सभी रास्ते एक जगह जाते हैं. कहाँ जाते हैं? मोटरवे एक जगह ऐसे जाती है और दूसरी जगह ऐसा जाती है. इधर थोड़ी जाएगी सभी. Unless you're at the end of the motorway coming this way. If you're in the middle, which way do you go? So Brahma ji is created by Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. ठीक है ना? And from Brahma ji came Shiv ji. He got angry with the Char Kumaras. So there's all that in the Puranas and everything. But because in Bharat, we are nice people. Indian heart is very soft. They don't want to argue with anybody. बोलता जैसा आपका भाव है तो ठीक है. ऐसा बोल देंगे तो एक और रास्ता थोड़ी दिखा दे. कोई आप बोले प्रभु जी वो हीथ रोड कहाँ पे? बोले यार जहाँ भी चल जाओ वो भी एक ही रास्ते है. बोला साला 3 घंटे हो गया मुझे मिल नहीं रहा. बोला आप कैसे डायरेक्शन दे रहे हैं? बोला प्रभु मुझे मालूम नहीं, मैं भी यात्री हूँ यहाँ पे. क्योंकि उसको बोले ना, पर जो अंग्रेज हैं आप पूछोगे वो एग्जैक्टली बोलेंगे. लेट मी सी. Okay, if you go there, right. And they used to do that. Bharati people, I don't ask. Because they don't know, but they want to help. Because they're nice people. They're nice people.
What you just said, what the Indian people say? They say, wherever you go, it's the same journey.
Yeah, it's the same destination. Same
Very good.
So you're looking for a particular road, you go same destination, you go anywhere. So you can imagine this mentality is quite dangerous. If somebody really says, what is birth, death, old age and disease? Arey kisi ko pata hai? You think it's the first time somebody's born or somebody die? Vedic culture deals with it right from the beginning. Brahmaji was told he is the Malik for creating human beings and everything, and birth, death. Brahmaji cried when he realized eternal personality will have a body and they will die and they'll be born. He cried, goes, Krishna, this is too hard. I don't feel like creating that. Because please do it. It's for their good. एक बार आग पर हो जाएगी, कितनी बार मरूं यार? How many times I have to die? So please, Bhagavad Gita will tell you how then to enjoy eternal life. And you can start enjoying it now. The real eternity in spiritual world, Vaikunt, Golok mein, theek hai na? But you can start enjoying it now. What if I tell you, I'm going to write a $1 million check to you? Okay, I'm going to do that. Suppose I was a millionaire, I don't even have a £1 on me. But if I said 1 million, won't you immediately get, happy saying, oh my God, it's brilliant. Say, well, why do you want to give me that? He said, because I feel I like you, I want to give you 1 million. See, I haven't given it to you yet, but immediately you feel positive, you start to dream, yeah, that's great, I can do this, the other. ठीक है ना? And the guy gives it to you. And then you go pagal, thinking, my God, he did. At first he's told me this, now really got it. Others won't believe it. Somebody just give you $1 million. Bhagavad Gita is like that. You don't realize that somebody's giving you a check and you're gonna get what nobody can buy. What Krishna gives you can't buy. And what do you have to do to get that? There was a kanjus. He went to Lord's house and he says, Lord, please make me win lottery. I love you very much. So he came next week, he says, I told you I love you, I didn't win the lottery. So please, can you try harder a bit and make me win next week? Comes next week crying. He said, Lord, this is twice you let me down. You didn't make me win the lottery. Now please, if you don't make me win lottery, I'm not going to come to the temple anymore. And I won't believe in you. So the Lord spoke saying, can you meet me halfway and buy the lottery ticket? अरे लॉटरी टिकट तो लो पहले फिर लॉटरी का ऐसे थोड़ा लॉटरी So what is what we should do? Have faith in it. श्रद्धा, अधाव श्रद्धा. पहले फेथ होनी चाहिए. पर हमारे में फेथ नहीं है. हम इतने हो जाते हैं, अरे कृष्ण में हम करेंगे, तो वो तो साईं बाबा को बिलीव करता है, बड़ा ही खुश है यार. जो भी वहां जाता है भारत, साईं बाबा को मिलकर यार उसकी प्रमोशन हो जाती, गाड़ी मिल जाती, वो सब कुछ हो जाता है. मैं तो काफी देर से हरे कृष्णा राम कर रहा हूं, मेरा तो जो था अभी वो भी चले गया. No, it's true. It's true. Even Yudhishthira said to Krishna, bhakts of Shivji, they get very famous, rich and everything, but yours, bhaktas, they suffer. And Krishna smiled, he goes, you said it correctly. He says, because I give them what all these other things can't get. अभी आप बैठे ना इधर, तो आपका ये फ्रेंड है, तो मैं आपको बोलूँगा, अब देखो मैंने आप दोनों को टाई अप कर देना है, बांध देना है आपको. तो आप सोने की चेन लोगे का सिल्वर की चेन? किससे बांधूं आपको? हाँ जी? no, सेम नहीं यार. सोने की चेन तो आप भाग गए तो बेच के कितने पैसे मिलेंगे आप? वो इन्वेस्टमेंट की सोच है ना. पर है तो सेम चीज. आप बांधे जा रहे हैं और आपको सिल्वर दे दी, तो आप बोलो यार तुझे सोने की दे दी, मुझे चांदी की दे दी, तू भी फंस गया, मैं फंस गया, बस तेरी चमक रही है ज्यादा. ये हम फंसे हुए हैं सभी जीवन में. हाँ, हमें लगता है हमें सोना मिल जाए, हम सोने के अमीर हो जाए तो क्या बात. पर फिर भी तो इधर फंसे हुए हैं ना. आप समुद्र के नीचे डूब रहे हैं और आपको कोई ने बांध दिया, हाँ? तो आप क्या बोलेंगे? यार मुझे सोने की चेन से बांध दिए ना प्लीज, ये चांदी की ज्यादा तकलीफ दे रही है थोड़ी. तो आप बोलोगे नहीं यार मारो गोली, सोने चांदी को काट दो, मैं तो बाहर आना चाहता हूं. ठीक है ना. तो हम भी ऐसा ही कर रहे हैं. सच्ची दिन रात हमारे विचार ऐसे हैं कि हमें इससे बांध दो दुर्गा मई, मेरी पूरा कर दो इच्छा. हम दुर्गा मई तो खुश हो जाती, बोलते ये प्रिजनर नहीं भागेगा, इसको तो और भी ताले चाहिए अपने लिए, है? ये दे दो, वो दे दो. वो दे देती उस समय. इसलिए वो जो दूसरी देवी देवियों के भक्त है उनको मिल जाता पैसा वगैरह, और दुर्गा माँ खुश हो जाए, इसका तो चिंता नहीं करना पड़ेगा. तो जब भी कोई वैष्णव बनता है ना, दुर्गा माँ को ये भागेगा यहाँ से, अभी इसको कैसे करे. फिर वो करेगा हरे कृष्णा, इतना खुश. उसको कोई लालच दे देगी, थोड़ा सा जॉब का ये दे देगी, तो आपको होता हरे कृष्णा, ये लेना चाहिए मुझे, इच्छा पैदा होती है. देवी देवता भी टेस्ट करते हैं वैष्णव को. सच. हमने भी काफी देर से भक्ति करे. मैं एज ऑफ 50 आई रिटायर्ड. 20 साल हो गए रिटायर हो गया. मैं बोला छोड़ो कुछ नहीं. तो पहले जो घर था वो भी मैंने प्रेम जी के नाम पे कर दिया. सब बोला कि पैसे क्या, अभी भारत में जाते हैं वो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ले लेती है, पैसे कह रहे मेरे पास होता नहीं कुछ, बस माला. कोई आएगा ना प्रभु जी दे दो, जैसे वृंदावन बोलो उनके पास है सब कुछ. पहले मैं जब भी कैरी करता था, मुझे पता नहीं कितना देना, हम ज्यादा देते कि हम बाहर से आए ना, दूसरों को पता लगता है ये 100 रुपए देता है. मैं सोचता मैं बड़ा पॉपुलर हो गया हूँ, कितने जाने मेरे पीछे घूम रहे हैं. उनको पता लगा, मेरा नाम भी पता, हरिदास. सभी को. मेरे गुरु महाराज गए तो बोलते महाराज आप कहाँ से? नंदगांव में. बोलते मैं इंग्लैंड से. वहां हरिदास है. बोलते अरे हरिदास आपको पता है उसके? तो उसको सब जानते इधर. तो उसका गुरु कौन है? बोलो वो नहीं हमें पता कौन है. तो मेरे पास आए इंग्लैंड में, कहने लगे हरिदास ये नंदगांव में आपको सभी जानते हैं, उसको पता नहीं आपका गुरु कौन है. मैं कहा महाराज मैं पूछूंगा उनको नेक्स्ट टाइम आके. मैं बोला मेरे इधर गुरु महाराज आए थे. कौन गुरु है? वो आए थे इंग्लैंड से. हाँ एक साधु आया था. हाँ. तो उन्होंने कहा आप हरिदास को जानते पर उसको गुरु को नहीं जानते. बोलता जो हमें को नगद नारायण देता उसको याद करते, चाहे साधु बाधु हो, हमें कौन याद रहता है. They just remember who gave the donation. See, so I realized this is not good. So I told Prem, because ladies को तंग नहीं करते. So I just told her like, ladies, बोले इतना ही ठीक है. So मेरा कितना था? तो अभी मेरा जो लड़का है, फैमिली है, तो उनको जॉब मिली वैसा करके, तो जो कुछ उन्होंने लेना मैं रोकता नहीं हूँ, कभी भी उसमें आसक्ति नहीं, कभी रोकता नहीं किसी को। दो वक्त है ना, ये अपनी और किस्मत बनाते हैं. Two devotees will create their own life. Just because somebody's father and son, it's not going to be the same. They have their desires. Krishna is in the heart of everyone. He will give them what they want. So please don't be disappointed if your children have got other desires. ठीक है ना? आपको काफी बड़ा दिल करना पड़ेगा. डायरेक्शन देते रहना, डायरेक्शन देते रहना. पर ये मत हो जाना कि जो मैं चाहता था ना वो नहीं बने. मेरे पिताजी थे, उनके मन में था मेरे लड़के पढ़ जाएंगे, my children will, and then they'll have lots of money, because there were 3 sons. So at the end, before he was going, हम तो बन गए हरे कृष्ण हरे रामा. So एक बार बैठे थे, वो कहने लगे किसको, some relative came, he goes, what I wanted, हरि बोल प्रभु जी, जय हो, welcome. He goes, what I wanted for my sons, वो डिलीवर नहीं कर पाए. तो मैंने सुना, अरे हम हरे कृष्ण रामा बन गए, हम used to be in a rock band and everything, playing सब कुछ. तो तभी भी माइंड करते थे कि क्या बन जाता है हिप्पी यार तू. मैं कहा लाइक म्यूजिक यू नो करके. उन्होंने भेजा, बोला इन टाउन इज सम हरे कृष्णा, जैसे वो गुरु शक्ति बेच रही थी ना, तो मैं भी चले गया, तो भगवद गीता दी, तो लाइफ बदल गई एकदम. फिर वो बोलते हाँ मैंने भेजा था पर इतना डीप मत जाना. आप तो बहुत डीप जा रहे हैं. उनको डर था मैं सब कुछ छोड़ दूंगा, मैं कुछ नहीं छोड़ा, काम करता रहा 50 में. So you can see we all, my father is the one who sent me to the town, and from hippie I became happy. As Prabhupada used to say, I made him happy. So this is important that you are looking after your children. You are custodian. You don't own them. वो आपके हैं, आप क्योंकि आपने देखभाल, पर किसी ने आपको दिए हैं कि इसका ध्यान रखो. ये जो आंखें हैं ये सूर्य देव ने दी हैं, ये कान है ये पवन देव ने दिया है, ये सभी. तो ये जब भी आप जान जाते हैं ना कि ये बॉडी के जो पार्ट्स हैं ना, ये भी एक दूसरे देवी देवते ने दिए हैं, आप रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कर रहे हैं, उसको देख रहे हैं. मृत्यु के समय वो वापस उनके पास चले जाएंगे. एंड दैट्स व्हाई ashes to ashes, dust to dust. They just say जो पाया था वो चले जाएगा. ये समझ पड़ गई सबको. अभी हमें बताओ क्यों फिर जन्म से लेके from birth to death we are always interested in our body. It was given to you, it'll be taken away from you. But what is our program daily? From morning to evening? What is it about? The body. What will we eat? What will we wear? Who respects me? Who doesn't? When do I become famous? I'm great here, great there, nobody does. This was given, it's going to be taken, and you are investing in it day and night, and you forget at time of death. How can you become a devotee just like that overnight? You can't. So what do? You balance your life. Balancing. Balancing is Indian word. Balancing. We can do it. That's why it's an Indian thing. Indians can balance. They can multitask. We used to have an English gentleman who used to come here. If one person is talking to one person, if a second one came, go one at a time. We, ओए क्या कर रहा है? हाँ जी, हाँ बोलो. अच्छा ये कर दो. आप भारत में जाओगे शॉप में, they can multitask like anything and they get everything right. Mothers, they multitask in the kitchen. बेटे को खिलाना, गाजर भी काटनी, तड़का भी लगाया हुआ, कितना कुछ कर देते हैं. आदमी कंफ्यूज हो जाता है, ये क्या हो रहा है इधर, you know. But they do it, they're brilliant. Bharatiya people can balance their life. It's called युक्त वैराग्य. जो कुछ आपके पास है आप उसका उपयोग करिए भगवान की सेवा में. युक्त वैराग्य भी है. नहीं तो वैराग्य होता है ये करना ही नहीं. नहीं हम रोकते नहीं किसी को. जो कुछ आप करें, whatever you're doing, you dedicate to Shri Krishna. And this is what we teach you in this temple. In ISKCON temples, they ask everybody to give service. Service, seva jarur. Otherwise, these senses are for sense gratification. But change it to service gratification. ये जो आंखें हैं, चंद्रमुखी की ओर कम देखो, और भगवान जो हैं हॉल्टर पे उनकी ओर. क्या राधा रमन जी हैं, खड़े होते हैं शान आरती में. शान आरती when they're sleeping, there's one Goswami comes, he plays flute to it. The room gets dark. Radharaman is so small, self-manifested, अपने आप deity बनी हुई from a shaligram. So who says Bhagwan Pathar mein kaise ho sakte? Radharaman has proved it. So beautiful. Plays the flute. So these eyes, they just stand there, and you love the environment that you're taking darshan of the Supreme Lord. Use for that. Ye jo kaan the, did you like the kirtan earlier on? It was a really nice kirtan. Mahamantra. You start to feel, I was watching, everybody was kind of swaying with it. ये कान उसके लिए यूज करो. हम किसके लिए करते? और सुना उसके बारे में, कौन क्या हुआ, ये हुआ, ये हुआ, उसमें इंटरेस्ट ज्यादा लेते हैं. दिस टेस्ट किसके लिए? प्रसाद के लिए. मेरे गुरु महाराज को बोलते, महाराज जी खाना खा लीजिए. बोलते बेटा खाना तुझे खा जाएगा, हम तो प्रसाद खाते हैं. कितना डायबिटीज हो गया खा खा के, कितना कुछ. उसको प्रसाद कहते हैं. मेरी हैबिट क्या है? whenever I come, if somebody says this is prasad from the temple, I will eat that first, straight away. Even at home when we offer bhoga, I eat that bhoga first, which is then offered to the Lordship. Develop this service gratification. Kya hua? Yukta vairag. Whatever you have, you start to connect it with Krishna. That's called being Krishna conscious. Abhi se anand aapka shuru ho gaya. You see? Although around the people are getting old, they're dying, whatever, accidents, winter is bad, this, that, and the other. But you've started to enjoy Krishna consciousness. It's green mango here. And when you go to Golok, it's ripe mango. Wohi mango ripe ho jata. So hope you enjoyed my little talk. You know, we were going to do more kirtans, we can, but we'll do Aarti now. But do you get the point of Bhagavad Gita? It's the best present you'll ever get. It's a present which you never get fed up of. It's just newer and newer feeling when you open it up. Being Christmas is present, everybody gets present. I say they open it, and they go, oh, boss, yeah, you know. And then they'll open the next one, hoping. I said, Bhagavad Gita is an incredible present. It's just newer and newer like that. Plus, you'll realize who is the highest. That is Krishna. And when you connect with Him, you become the highest as well in your life. Because you're connecting with the highest. Aap low nahi roge. You'll go up in rank. Aapki buddhi, your intelligence will sharpen up. Your strength will sharpen up. And whenever challenges come in life, you apply Bhagavad Gita. You realize you have a better perspective than others. You always will. Because you're always thinking, this is waste of time, this is going to be useful. It gives you how to deal with life. Please, month of December is Gita. Please, you got your copies now. Start to read it. First time you might not understand anything. But the more you read it, and the more you come here, we'll explain to you. You will become beautiful devotees. And when old age will come, and death will come, you will not be frightened. You'll realize, I'm going to return all these parts to the demigods, and I'm going back to Godhead. Going to meet my Priyatam. Ho jata fix. Actually, you want to go then. Because who wants to say hi, hi? You want to say Hare, Hare. Ye to budape mein hi, hi. And devotee will say Hare. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will say, Ha Krishna, Ha Krishna, Ha Krishna, like that. Ha bolo, Ha Gora. Bolo, oh, Goranga hai na? Bolo, Ha Gora, Ha Gora, Ha Gora, Ha. See, like that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will give you Krishna and Radha Krishna's love. That's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on there. Thank you. Anybody got any question on this, what I've said today? Just a small question. Jai Ho. Jai Sri Radhe. Radhe. No question? Any comments? Were you able to understand the value of Bhagavad Gita a little bit? Yeah? You got it with the examples I gave? Yeah? Because when I give example, I get very convinced as well. Don't think I thought of those examples. They're already there. So I just wanted to relate to it. But please don't think I'm entertaining you. This wasn't a class to entertain you. This is to give you this gift of love of Krishna through Bhagavad Gita. Value it, put it in a very nice place, and every day try to read one verse. Whether you understand or not doesn't matter. Your soul will understand. Thank you very much. Bolo Srila Prabhupada ki jai, jai. Okay, so repeat after me. We wish you Hare Krishna. We wish you a Hare Krishna and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring, good while we dance and we sing. We wish you Hare Krishna and a Happy New Year. So we'll dance and we'll sing. This will be seeing 2022 go, and then we welcome 2023 on after New Year's Eve. Thank you very much. Jai Ho. Jai Sri Radhe.
Yes, and then.
He's got a tummy as well.
That's it. This is me with the jump on. That's the way to get
Hare Krishna. Shri Shri Gauranatai ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Ki bajayo jayo Gaurachandra. Ki bajayo jayo Gaurachandra. Arati ko shobha. Ki bajayo jayo Gaurachandra. Arati ko shobha. Jana vitatavane Jagamanalomba. Chhatradhara Nikate Advaita Srini Vasa Chhatradhara Eva Bose Ache Gaurachandra Ratna Simhasane Bose Ache Gaurachandra Ratna Simhasane Arati Korena Brahma Adidevagane चामर ढुलाया
नारा हरे आदि करे चामर ढुलाया
संजया मुकुंद बासु घोष आदि गाया
संजय मुकुंद वासु घोष आदि गाया
कीब शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताला
शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताल
माधुरा मृदंग बाजे परमरसाला
मधुरा मृदंग बाजे परमरसाला
शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे
शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर मधुर माधुर बाजे
शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे
शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर मधुर माधुर बाजे
गौरांगेरा रति को शोभा जग जान माना लोभा
गौरांगेरा रति को शोभा जग जन माना लोभा
जय गौरानिताय 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 जय गौरानिताय
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 कि बहु कोटि चंद्र जिनी वदन उज्ज्वला
बाहु कोटि चंद्र दिनी बदन उज्ज्वल
काला देशे बानमाला कोरे झलमाला
देशे वनमाला करे झलमाला
शिव शिवा शुक नारदा प्रेमे गदा गादा
शिव शिवा शुक नारद प्रेमे गदा गादा
कति विनोदा देखे गौरव संपादा
भक्ति विनोद देखे गोरार संपद जय गौरानिताय 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 जय गौरानिताय Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nite Namine
Namo
Vishnupadaya
Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nite Namine
Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine
Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
जगन्नाथो स्वामी नयन पथगामी, नयन पथगामी भवतु मे।
नयन पथगामी भवतु मे।
नीलाचलो चंद्र स्वामी जगन्नाथ, नीलाचल माधव प्यारे जगन्नाथ।
नीलाचल चंद्र स्वामी जगन्नाथ, नीलाचल प्यारे जगन्नाथ।
जय जगन्नाथ, जय जगन्नाथ, जय श्याम सुंदर प्यारे जगन्नाथ।
जय जगन्नाथ, जय जगन्नाथ, जय श्याम सुंदर जय जगन्नाथ।
जय जगन्नाथ, जय जगन्नाथ, जय श्याम सुंदर प्यारे जगन्नाथ।
जय जगन्नाथ, जय जगन्नाथ, जय श्याम सुंदर प्यारे जगन्नाथ।
जय बलदेव, जय सुभद्रा, जय बलदेव, जय सुभद्रा।
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 जय सच्चिदानंद गौरा हरि, विष्णु प्रिया प्राणधन नदी बिहारी।
जय सच्चिदानंद गौरा हरि, नदिया बिहारी।
गौरा 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 हरि, पतित पावन गौरा हरि।
गौरा 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 हरि, पतित पावन
जय निताय चांद, जय निताय चांद, जय निताय चांद चक्रधार।
जय निताय चांद, जय निताय चांद, जय निताय चांद, जय एक चक्रधार।
जय राधा गोकुलानंद, राधा गोकुलानंद राधा। महाराज गिरिराज महाराज गिरिराज महाराज जय गिरिराज महाराज
गिरिराज महाराज जय गिरिराज महाराज जय गिरिराज महाराज जय
जय श्री मधुसूदन श्री मधुसूदन श्री मधुसूदन जय श्री मधुसूदन
जय श्री मधुसूदन जय श्री मधुसूदन श्री मधुसूदन जय श्री मधुसूदन
जय मानिमा 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 जय मणि
जय गाहिमा जय गाहिमा
राम लक्ष्मण
रघुनंदन राघव राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे
रघुनंदन राघव राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे
हे रघुनंदन राघव राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे
रघुनंदन राघव राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे
सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे
सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे
ओ श्री राम जय राम
जय सिया राम।
जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
बोलो श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
ओ श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
ओ श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
ओ 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 श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
राम जय राम जय जय राम
ओ श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
ओ श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
ओ श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
ओ श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
ओ श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय
ओ
राम
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय
ओ
जय
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
जय राम जय जय राम
ओ श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
Jayo Prabhupada, Jayo Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jagat Guru.
Jayo Prabhupada, Jayo Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jayo Prabhupada, Jagat Guru. Jayo Prabhupada, Jayo Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jayo Prabhupada, Jagat Guru.
Hey Prabhupada, Jagat Guru.
Jayo Prabhupada, Jayo Prabhupada, Jayo Prabhupada, Jagat Guru.
Jayo Prabhupada, Jayo Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Hey Prabhupada, Jagat Guru.
Jayo Gurudev, Jayo Gurudev, Jayo Gurudev, Jayo Gurudev.
Jayo Gurudev, Jayo Gurudev, Gurudev. Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev.
O Nitai Gaura Hari Bho, Hari Bho. Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol.
Nitai Go,
Hari Bol.
Nitai Go.
Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol.
Oh, Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol.
Oh, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Oh, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Oh, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur.
Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur.
Oh, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur.
Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur.
Oh, Hari Bol.
Jai Guru.
Jaya Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai ISKCON Coventry Founder Acharya Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Shri Shri Sachinanda Nitai Chand Ki Jai Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Madhav Shri Radha Raman Lal Ki Jai Shri Manima Shri Madhusudan Shri Giriraj Ki Jai प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासुदेव गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री सच्चिदानंद निताय चांद की जय I lost my track. भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय नामाचार्य दास ठाकुर की जय हरे कृष्णा महामंत्र की जय हरि नाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की जय ISKCON Coventry यात्रा की जय ISKCON वर्ल्डवाइड यात्रा की जय गौर प्रेमानंद हरि बोल all glories assembled devotees all glories assembled devotees all glories assembled devotees all glories the assembled reindeers little reindeers in our temple Haribol, look at them to there. Haribol, thank you very much. We usually have a list of names, but today we're going to remember especially Shraddha Devi, currently struggling in the Wolfgang Hospital, so we will want to sing, remember her especially today. Thank you very much. Come forward, girls.
Namaste Narasingaya Namaste Narasingaya Kala Dala Dada
Here we go. बंद करने वाले साचिनंदनिताय चांद बंद करने वाले ना बंद कर दे. So Tulsi was supposed to organize. Where is Secret Santa? But she organized Secret Santa. It's such a secret.